Hello girls, I'm happy to be with you again. Today we're gonna tackle Unit 3, Part 1. In this lesson, we are going to tackle the comparison of adjectives. You know, the adjective is a word we use for describing nouns. Look at this cup, it is hot, but the fire is hotter, and the sun is hottest. The adjective in the first picture is in the positive form, but when I say hotter, so this is called comparative. When I say hottest, it is superlative. When do I use the positive form of the adjective? We use it when I describe one thing, one person, one building, one animal. The most important thing is that I'm describing only one. But if I compare between two, so we use the comparative form. But if I compare between one and a group, we use the superlative. Hot, hotter, hottest. Look at these adjectives. Beautiful. So this bird is beautiful. But the parrot is more beautiful. And the peacock is the most beautiful. Also, we have here positive. More beautiful is comparative and most beautiful is superlative. So we use, as I said, the positive for describing one. When I compare between two, we use the comparative. I added here more. And when I compare between one and a group, we use the superlative. But notice here these pictures. In the first picture, the mushroom is good, but in the second one it is better, the third one is the best. So the positive, good, the comparative is better, and the superlative is the best. So, as you noticed in these examples, we have different forms of adjectives. We have one-syllable adjectives like light, neat, and fast. In the comparative, which we compare between two, we simply add ER. So it's lighter, neater, and faster. But for the superlative, we add EST, lightest, neatest, and fastest. But if the adjective is one syllable, but it ends in E, we simply add R for the comparative and ST for the superlative. If it is a one-syllable adjective, but it ends in one vowel and one consonant, so simply we double the consonant and then we add ER for the comparative, and we double the consonant and we add EST for the superlative. So double G, double T, double T also for fattest. Happy, it's a two syllables adjective, but it ends in Y. Any adjective that ends in Y and before the Y we have a consonant, so simply you change the Y into I and then you add the ER, so it's happier, IER at the end, sillier, lonelier. And for the superlative, we change the Y into I and then we add EST. If I have two syllables and or more but not ending in Y, notice here two syllables or more but they don't end in Y, so like modern, interesting, beautiful, exciting. So these are long adjectives. Long adjectives means it's more than one syllable. So I cannot say moderner. It can't be pronounced. So simply we add more before the adjective. So it's more beautiful, more modern, more interesting, more exciting, and so on. And for the superlative, we add most modern, most interesting, most beautiful. But we have irregular comparison or irregular adjectives. Good, bad, much, little, and far, they are irregulars. We cannot add ER or you cannot add EST. They change completely. So for the comparative, good becomes better, bad becomes worse, much becomes more, little becomes less, and far becomes farther. For the superlative, good becomes the best, bad becomes the worst, much becomes the most, little the least, and far becomes the farthest. And actually you have to memorize these irregulars. Let's do this exercise together. Choose the right answer. I think English is one of languages in the world. Notice here the comparison is between English and all the languages in the world. So it is a comparison between one and a group. So the answer is the most important. 2. German is than English. So here we have a comparison between two, which is more difficult. 3. The desert of all is the Sahara, and it is in Africa. So here I am comparing between one and a group, so it is the hottest. Germany is from home than France, so we are comparing between two, so it is farther. And thank you girls for watching, and see you next time inshallah.